Namaste, everybody. We are now in the 22nd part of the Mahabharata series, in which we are taking up the first planetary nimitta told by Karna to Krishna soon after the Dhumaketu stood in Pushya Nakshatra. And this is about star Saturn in Rohini, which is a most misinterpreted verse. Let us see how and why it is a misinterpreted verse by other researchers. The verse goes like this. Prajapatyam hi nakshatram grahas tikshno mahadyuti shanishchara pidayati pidayan praninodikam. Before going into the meaning, the verse says that Saturn was afflicting the planet of the Prajapati, the star of the Prajapati. Prajapati star and then its planet. The graha everybody had left out. They misinterpreted otherwise. And then Vyasa also repeats the same almost. Rohinim Pidayan Yashastito Rajan Shanishchara. Elsewhere he says. So most of the major nimittas were repeated twice in Mahabharata. And the same similar kind of verse appears in Valmiki Ramayana also. Prajapatyam cha nakshatram rohinim shashina priyam. Shashi means moon. That is Prajapatyam cha nakshatram Rohini. The Rohini is very fond of Shashi, moon. Why? Because Prajapati star Rohini that we know, Rohini's graha is moon. That is why it is so fond of it. So the nakshatram graha is moon, which is left out by most of the researchers. Either they put some other graha there, or they put Saturn in Rohini itself. So the exact word by word meaning, let us see that. This is how the meaning comes. Prajapatyam hi nakshatram, that is Rohini. It's graha, the graha is left out by people. Tikshno mahadyudi, chaneshchara pidayati, praninodhikam. Why prani? Prani or all living beings. See, instead of just saying Saturn afflicted moon or something, some other planet, they are bringing in Prajapati, then Rohini, then Prani, but keeping moon concealed. That is where the Ganesha moment comes. You have to use your brain. What they are coming to say. It's not just a planetary position. Whereas all the astronomy simulator based researchers treat it as just a planetary position. Here it is a nimitta. A nimitta means some bad thing is going to happen. What is the bad thing and who are going to be affected? The pranino, the living beings are going to be affected. So Vyasa immediately connects it with Prajapati. Prajapati is the lord of all the prajas, all the living beings. And his nakshatra is Rohini. Rohini is such a sensitive star that any star that is crossing it will be causing affliction to the masses. Because Moon is a star of Rohini, is a planet of Rohini. So how he is connecting it? So because of that, because Shanishchara is afflicting it, the prani, the living beings are going to be affected. That is how it has become a nimitta here. So each planet is assigned with 3 stars, which become their star dispositors. Moon is assigned with Rohini, Hasta and Shravana. There are 27 stars, which are grouped into 999. From each of these, first star in the first group, then first star in the next group, first star in the third group. They all form the corners of a equilateral triangle in the sky. That will be under one planet. Like that, Rohini, Hasta and Shravana come under one category. But they were ruled by the moon. So the same, to understand the meaning of the verse, it can be rearranged this way. Shaneshchara Pidayati Prajapatyam Nakshatram Graham. That's all. The problem is over. But people just left out the moon factor. All researchers left out graha and they assumed that Saturn was in Rohini. I already told you, all of them did that pick and fit method. So they looked for the position of Saturn in Rohini. In which years it has been there. So that must be the year when this was told. That is their definition. But it should not be done so. And a similar verse for comparison I am giving from the Mahabharata itself, similar kind of expression comes Kritika Ashugraha. What is that Kritika Graha? That is a sun. Kritika's Graha is sun. And the meaning is this Kritika Graha, Tivro Nakshatre. The Tivro Nakshatra is Jeshta. We will understand as we are deciphering it. Prathame, initially it was blazing. But what happened? That blazing, that luster was just taken away. It made to disappear and it looked like a Dhumaketu. Dhumaketu Nivastita. So the sun was assigned with Kritika, Uttarapalguni, and Uttarashada. So here it is Kritika Sugraha means the sun. It is the verse is talking about the sun. Due to the asteroid hit, the dust particles in the atmosphere blocked the sun rays. This caused the sun to appear hazy like a comet. The comet's core will look very hazy and dusty. So the sun also will be like that after an asteroid hit. And this has happened in Kartika month because it was in Jyeshta. And then also earlier also we have seen that Dhumaketu had got fixed in Pushya Nakshatra in the Kartika month. So it's all matching how you are seeing. So the interpretation that shows the interpretation is correct. And the date already we have shown once again I am showing this is September 2nd. You can see Saturn afflicting the moon because it is Rohini's graha. Rohini is here. Rohini's graha has been afflicted. Moon has been afflicted. So the prani, no, the prani is the living beings are affected. And the other one by Vyasa, Rohini Pidayan. Eshastito. Eshastito is the main word here. Eshtan, it's standing in its own place. Eshastiti. Saturn is in its own house, that is Makara Rashi, and it is standing in Shravana Nakshatra at that time. Then it is causing Pida. That is here also. The moon is the graha of all the three stars I told, and they form the equilateral triangle I told. And when it is in Shravana, it will cause Pida to Rohini and Hasta also. To explain how this happens, actually, you would have forgotten it. When some eclipse comes, people will be going after some astrologer, or you will open the Panchanga and to see whether your star has been afflicted. There it had been told like this. Suppose the eclipse happens in Shravana, then the eclipse dosha, Grahana dosha, will be felt by those born in Shravana and also in Rohini and Hasta. It affects all the three, Grahana dosha. In the same way, a planet standing on one star, will be called afflicting the other two of the same group. So from Esha Sthiti and then Shaneshchara was causing Pida to Rohini. Since Rohini is the associated with moon and it is directly afflicting moon also. And the poet has told like this. So standing in its own house and in the star Shravana, Saturn afflicts the creatures or the beings, the Praja of Prajapati and the other moon stars, namely Rohini and Hasta. This is how we have to understand the verse. With this, you are coming to the end of part 22. In the next part, we will discuss the second nimitta. One thing you have to understand, dear viewers, this is, you may just say, the other researchers will just say it's a planetary combination, a planetary position. They all think that Saturn was in Rohini, that's all. They don't know about the graha. But this is a nimitta. All planetary combinations are not nimittas. When the planetary combination is placed in such a way that it will cause problems to the people of the living beings, it becomes a nimitta. Here, it is afflicting the moon, that is the graha of Rohini. Then from Yashasthiti, afflicting Rohini also, whose planetary lord is moon. So it has become a nimitta. That is how you should understand. Thank you very much. Please share this video with your friends. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.